You know that feeling, right? That slow, creeping dread when you realize your phone's battery just doesn't last like it used to. Well, guess what? You're not imagining it. Every single phone battery has a kind of secret lifespan, a hidden expiration date. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on exactly what that is, and more importantly, what you can do about it. Okay, let's get into it.
So, I'll just ask you straight up, what's your phone's battery expiration date? Well, it's kind of a trick question. You're never going to find it printed on the box, and that's because its life isn't measured in time at all.
See, this is the crucial thing to understand. A battery's life isn't about months or years. The number that really truly matters is something called a charge cycle, and if you can get your head around this one idea, you've basically cracked the code.
Okay, so I keep talking about charge cycles, but what does that even mean? Let's break down the single most important unit of your battery's entire life.
Now this is where it gets a little interesting, because it's probably not what you think. One charge cycle is not just charging from 0 to 100. A full cycle only counts when you've used up a total of 100% of the battery's power. So for example, let's say you used 50% of your battery today, charge it to full, and then use another 50% tomorrow and charge it again. Well, that's just one single charge cycle. You know, the absolute easiest way to think about this is like the mileage on a car. Every charge cycle is like putting more miles on the engine. And just like a car, over time, all those miles start to add up, and performance just naturally wears down. It's not about how old your phone is, it's about how much you've used it.
And here's what that journey looks like. For the first 500 cycles or so, your battery is living its best life, peak performance. But then, somewhere between 500 and 900 cycles, you're going to start to feel it. That's when you'll notice it doesn't quite get you through the day anymore. And once you cross that 900 cycle mark, you're officially in the replacement zone.
Now here is the magic number, 80%. This is the big one. Once your battery can only hold 80% of the juice it could when it was brand new, the decline becomes really obvious. That's the tipping point where you find yourself constantly hunting for a charger. The chemical aging has officially caught up.
Okay, so theory is great, but let's make this practical. When should you actually start thinking about a replacement? Well, it really depends on the exact phone you have in your hand.
So for Xiaomi and Redmi phones, the numbers are pretty clear. If you've got a standard model, you're looking at a battery replacement somewhere between 800 and 1,000 cycles. But if you have one of the fancier models with that super fast hypercharge tech, well, those batteries are built tougher. They can last all the way up to 1,600 cycles.
But what does that even mean in real-world time? I mean, who's counting cycles, right? Well, for most of us, this all translates to about 2.5 to maybe 4 years of daily use. That's the window. That's the tangible time frame you should probably keep in the back of your mind.
All right, now we have to talk about the elephant in the room, battery swelling. I know it's a scary thought, but it is so important to understand that this is a totally separate issue from the normal, graceful aging we've been discussing.
Let me be absolutely crystal clear on this. A battery's swelling up is a malfunction. It's a fault. It's a safety issue where something has gone wrong inside and is creating gas. It is not, and I repeat, not a normal part of your battery getting old.
So, what causes it then? Well, this chart breaks it down perfectly. Yeah, the risk goes up a little bit when our battery gets really old, but look at where the high-risk categories are. It's all about abnormal use. Leaving your phone in a hot car, using some cheap knockoff charger, or constantly letting your battery die completely. Those are the things that really stress the battery out and cause big problems.
But here is the good news. You are not powerless here at all. In fact, by just picking up 4 really simple habits, you can protect your battery and make it last a whole lot longer.
Okay, ready? Here are the 4 golden rules. First, try to stay in that sweet spot between 20 and 80% charge. It puts way less stress on the battery. Second, avoid the heat. Seriously, heat is the #1 killer of batteries. Third, always try to use the original charger that came with your phone. It's smart and it talks to your battery to keep it safe. And finally, try not to do heavy gaming while you're plugged in. That creates a crazy double whammy of heat from both charging and the processor working hard, and that's just a recipe for disaster. And honestly, this quote from the source really just sums the whole thing up. It's super reassuring, right? It basically says that if you just follow these simple rules, your phone should last its entire intended life safely. It puts you in the driver's seat.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Tonight, when you go to plug in your phone, just ask yourself, after everything you just learned, are your habits helping your battery live a long, healthy life, or are they secretly hurting it? The cool thing is, now you know the difference. The choice is all yours.